Hey guys, we're here at Mutton Beach. It's about 25 minutes away from my house. So we're super lucky to be so close. Public holiday today, but place is empty. I think the bad weather is keeping everyone away. It's a bit iffy, a bit grey. No rain yet, so hopefully it stays that way. We're going to go for a drive along Mutton Beach and park up somewhere, and then I'll run you through all the accessories and bits and pieces we've done to the tank on the build so far. So come along for the ride. We found our spot on the beach. The Pajero behind us cannot get up the sand dune. And it's about to start raining. So we're going to set up the 270 awning. This is a Outback Sapphire. These guys are a local Mandurah company. Well, they were local to me, but not anymore. They're a bit far away. But this is a wicked 270 awning because it's got the piece that hinges out the front and comes out this way. So we end up with extra coverage. I'm going to stop talking about it because I'm getting wet. I'm just going to set it up. I got my ARB sand pegs. These things are wicked for the soft Albany sand. This is a freestanding awning, but on a day like today when it's windy as, it's always good practice just to peg them down anyway. It doesn't take too long, so why wouldn't you? And that's the awning set up. So tied it down in a couple of spots just because of the wind and the rain coming through. Now we can release the baby. Pulled up out of the wind for the most part. We couldn't be on the beach because it's too windy, so we're just at the head of the estuary. Nice little spot by the water for lunch. It's been very nice. Some upgrades on the Tank 300. We'll work from the ground up, just like how we built the car. To start with our Sandcat adjustable monotube suspension. This spin absolutely wicked. So we've had it for about 18 months now and it has not missed a beat. To help it with the added height that we've got from Savage Tech, we've got the adjustable bushes there, which just fixes the angle of our upper control arm. Just means they're not as on too much of an angle, keeps them looking good. We've got the suspension front, rear, in the back to help level the car because we are running a bit of weight in the back, as you'll see. I do have the airbag helpers. They're very, very cool. They just go up with an air compressor. On the front of the tank, we went with the genuine bonnet protector. Reason we went with the genuine bonnet protector, we were just starting to get a lot of stone chips driving from Albany to Perth a lot, and we needed one quickly. So there's definitely heaps on the market, so that way you can get exactly what you want for your tank. But we went with the genuine one. Looks good. Does the purpose. It stops all the stone chips, and I mean, you can see all the bugs and everything. It protects from hitting the top of that paint there. We have the roof rack. Now this is the Tracklander roof rack. The reason we went with this one here is this replaces the tank's factory rails, which gives us a very good load rating, a lot better than the 50 kilos that you get off the genuine rails. This gives us a spot to mount all of our accessories like our tread boards and our 270 Outback Sapphire awning. The mesh platform design means anywhere along there we can just loop straps in and tie stuff down. Don't have to worry. It makes it super easy. Not having to worry about eyelets and sliding them up and down and worrying about bits and pieces. We can just throw it on and strap it on. Super easy. I like easy things. Into the car, we've got the super fit black denim seat covers. A must-have if you do lots of off-roading and need to protect the leather underneath, so that way when you go to eventually take them off, it's not been trashed. Superfit do a very cool thing. You can get your logo embroidered in there. So we bought these off Adventure 4x4, and they let me swap their logo with a picture of our tank. So Superfit can design them however you want. We've got these on the front, passenger, and the rear. You can't see the ones in the rear though, because we've got the Navigator dog seat buddy. But main reason we've got that is just Hunter being a bit of an old dog. He was falling forward and into the gap there. Just stops him falling around, sliding around when we're bouncing off road. And also stops him from getting into the front when we're having road trip snacks, because he will jump into the front for everything. It's crazy. Back into the cab. To the side there, I've just got a throttle controller. That's mainly for sand driving. That is the Sting throttle controller from Manta Exhaust. Very, very cool bit of tech. Speaking of exhausts, on this vehicle, we have the Dash off-road caliber exhaust. To the back of our Tank 300. This is how we've got it set up for camping. So to start with, we've got our front runner drop-down table. So this is actually off a Jeep, and then we've just retrofitted it to suit. So just on a quick release drop, drops down, and then the chopping board extends to double our space. Then we've got our fridge, which is the Bushman stand-up fridge. This has been a great little fridge. Very, very efficient on the power. Doubly so because we've got the solar screens. These things are wicked if you run a fridge in the back, because it keeps the temperature down, which means your fridge doesn't have to work as hard to maintain temperature, which in turn saves power, means your battery will last longer. On the note of the battery, we are running a Jackery portable solar generator. So this charges a couple of ways. So we can plug in our portable solar panel to charge them up. We can charge it at home on 240 for a quick charge, or we can just trickle charge it off the 12 volt when the car's running, and that stays quite nicely. That'll run our fridge for a very long time. We've also got it all set up with our charging to keep our drones topped off, charge phones and all the bits and pieces. The drawer system is a custom drawer system from the guys at Black Label Storage Solutions in Rockingham. Just all of our junk fits in there. We've got our jet boils, plates, knives and forks, camp lights, aloe vera, sunscreen, garbage bags, Bushmans, basically everything we would take camping lives in this drawer all the time, so we can just hit the road and away we go. Now, we just installed this from Wildfire Touring. This here is the Bushman Fridge Travel Organizer, and should be really, really cool to use. We've got our pouches here for oils, hang your paper towel there, spices or cutlery, whichever you kind of need to do. This will be really, really cool going forward. We've just installed that, so I've got a bit of rubbish, so I'll put that away. So this here is our rear wheel carrier from Camper's Choice. Funnily enough, these are the same people that make the Wildfire Organizer. This is really, really cool. So this has a couple of different purposes in one thing. So in the left bag there, we've got it for our rubbish and bits and pieces, so that way it keeps it out of the car. Then in this bag over here, I keep all my recovery straps. Again, they get used in the water and the mud and things like that. It's stuff I don't want in the car. And then the actual bag itself just protects the tyres from the sun. So in Australia, that harsh sun does deteriorate these spares after a while, but that will look after that and keep it fresh for ages to come. This has been really cool. If you've got a Tank 300, really, really rate this. Get it. Smicky. Alrighty. That is it for the walkthrough of the tank. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments, let me know. I'll also put a link to all of the different products and bits and pieces, so that way if you liked any of them, you can check them out for yourself. Cheers for watching, and we'll see you next time.